Hey guys, how's it going? MasterBucks here. Welcome back to another episode of the FIFA 21 Leeds United Career Mode. Flipped it up on you this time, didn't I? Alrighty, we have got a huge month right here of December, the last year of 2021. In this second season, we have West Ham, then Chelsea. Then we've got a basically dead rubber in the Europa League, which we probably won't have to worry about. Could probably sim with the second team. Even if we don't win the game, we're finishing top of that group. Liverpool, Newcastle, Spurs are one of the top teams in the Premier League as well. And then Leicester and Bournemouth, a pretty strong finish. But we have what? Let's count it. 5, 6, 7, 8 games in this 1 month. I honestly don't know if we'll make it out of December by the end of this episode with so many games to play. But I mean, I guess we shall just see what eventuates anyway. We'll have a little check-in with the stats because we briefly looked at him before. Rodrigo with his 20 goals and 8 assists from 18 appearances. Phenomenal numbers, of course. Maybe not matching the insanity of last season, but Cousins is actually the next best guy in this team. I mean, he is obviously the Hernandez that we had last season, with that guy just getting, what, double-digit goals just about, and like 20 plus 25 assists in one season. He was amazing. Cousins is proving to be that new guy for us in the midfield. And Helder Costa and Sessegnon now, it took a little bit of time, but Sessegnon getting amongst the goals as well. Puig getting the contribution here and there, and Calvin Phillips as well too, although I think a lot of his goals and assists are probably coming from sim games more than anything. But yeah, again, it's just this core, the starting 11, the striker, the two mids, the wingers, they're the ones getting all my goals for me. And then you see a bit of a gap, obviously, between Puig and Phillips. But it's just the same. It's the same people that we're relying on. I'm so happy to see Cousins, who started off at like 71 overall when we signed him, is already at an 80. Rodrigo is at an 83 overall too, so he's still growing despite hitting the 30-year of age mark, and that's typically the point where players start dropping off. If he stays at an 83 at this rating, I'm just going to keep him. Only when he starts to drop off, maybe gets into like 81, 80 territory, I might consider finally moving on. But I just have no need to replace a guy that is this good for me. We are going to start things off today with a quick sim against West Ham. We are a home team. West Ham are 19th in the table. And with a game against Chelsea to come, I'd much rather get this game out of the way. Looks like we only get a draw from it. So Snodgrass and Rodrigo are the goal scorers. And yeah, from looking at the stats anyway, it's probably disappointing we didn't get the win there. Thankfully, that draw is still enough to keep us in second spot. Spurs right behind our tail with 15 games played. But a little press conference here we'll just take nice and quickly before we get underway with this next game against Chelsea. But how are we going to be able to push on? Will we be able to sustain a challenge for the Champions League? We won't get carried away. I mean, right now, we're in a position that we're getting close to maybe overtaking the team on top, Man City, and maybe even just outright leading the Premier League. My goal is definitely to try to finish in the top 4 now that we've had such a great start. But who knows? We could go further than that. We could be on for a potential title this season, which would be amazing. We're in excellent shape, that is for damn sure. And yeah, the team's been flying. Are you confident that the players can continue this level of performance? If anything, we'll hopefully get better as the team continues to grow in overall. So I think there's more to come. Let's hope anyway that I'm correct about that. So Chelsea, our opponents, looks like they're playing a few pretty tired players. But to be fair, look at our starting 11. We are gassed. I mean, we simmed the full starting 11 against West Ham, hoping they wouldn't be this tired, honestly. And it turns out, yeah, they have. To be fair, this is our 3rd game in a week. I should have known better. Well, in that case, I'm going to do this. Adara Bayo can start at centre-back. We're going to bring Hogg in as well. And they're going to be the only changes. Kosh, Phillips are the ones I'm keeping my eye on, of course. Phillips has got such great stamina that he's literally like, he can go all day almost, you know. So can a few other players like Windell, who's got 88 stamina. Some players that should survive. Rodrigo, I'm not so sure about. I might have to take him off, but I'll start him anyway. We'll keep our fingers crossed for Rodrigo, but he'll almost definitely need to get taken out. Everyone else we'll just keep our eye on. We're going to be a bit gassed going into this game. Hopefully we can take the lead early. I think that'd really help us out. Chelsea at the moment haven't had the best of starts either. They're currently 8th at the moment at about the halfway point of the Premier League, so not what I would expect from them. They are going to want to serve up a lot more than what they've shown so far in the Premier League, at least in this game, because my God, I think if I was the other team, if I was Chelsea and I saw while I was going up against a team that is playing its 3rd game in about a week, I would be eyeing this one off big time. Thankfully, we get ourselves a bit of a break after this. You see Chelsea with Carvajal and Chilwell, some new signings. Obviously, Chilwell, a real player for him. Lazari is a new one, I reckon, as well. Timo Werner leading the line. Any other new names? Kennedy starting for him is a bit of a surprise, but there you go. All right, well, we're going to get off and rolling then in this game. Again, I think an early, strong start is needed because our players are going to drop off like crazy because of our low stamina. Man, look at the... Wow. I mean, I brought out a centre-back and ended up not going with Werner in the hope I'd pick it off, but he got so in behind. I bring out the keeper even for a little bit, and I just get dinked even from the really tight angle. Like, right there, I was waiting for that second touch to finally move him in, and he still dinked it, and still Stefan doesn't even bother to, stick out a hand, do anything. It is... Oh... God, he does, actually. Wow, I didn't even think he would. I just thought he would be close enough to do more than that. Going down early, I've done it so often, unfortunately, and this, especially considering the circumstances, was not what we needed. Why are you not running, Costa? Seriously, I was trying to get you going, but even if you don't want to listen to me, like, why? That is going to end up getting a Werner. Oh, my God. I've got to deal with him because his pace is just unrelenting. Tackle. How the fuck do you not... How did you miss that tackle? Getting fucking torn apart. Or specifically, Adarabayo. Oh, God. I just go in for the tackle. You just see me sort of slide. Like, I'm almost just skidding across the surface. I just moved so much to the right there. Didn't even look like he went for the tackle. Just still sometimes get it so fucking wrong in this game. Even though I've definitely gotten better at defending in FIFA 21, it's still defending in FIFA 21, you know. It's still such a ridiculous task at times. Good stuff, Yedlin. Two former Newcastle teammates going at it right there. That's a good ball in for Rodrigo. And now, God, look at this. Look at this. Look at the little gap that's presented itself. He won't get a shot off, or maybe he will. Yeah, he will. All right, it's going to not even go out for a corner. Oh, my God. When you do get everything, it's fucking apparent. Oh, fuck off, guys. No one's rocked up today. It feels like no one in my back line has even bothered. Adarabayo makes a tackle, and it nearly ends up going straight back to a Chelsea player. It's quite fortunate it didn't. Rodrigo, that's a good ball up over the top, but not good enough. Phillips just about figured out his feet there. Thank you. Look at the right side there. That is a brilliant touch. And Hogg's got one back. Come on. Another Premier League goal for the youngster. This Youth Academy superstar has continued to shine for us. Only 71 overall, 17 years of age. Rodrigo with a beautiful little... Look at that. Tiny flick on for Hogg to set himself up and shoot. He was making his run. He is an absolute jet, this bloke. Fantastic strike to bet or to get it past Kepa, and we are still in this. Keep in mind, I really did not want us to be a goal down at any point, let alone two, but we've clawed one back here. The rest of the team, despite being very tired, are going to have to find a way to fight and grab another in the second to get something from this game. We'll try our best. Oh, gosh, he's still got the ball at his feet somehow. I don't know how. That's not the ball I was intending. Ball up over the top. That doesn't get to the player I was intending to get it to either. Kepa just has to clear. And now I'm making the change. Rodrigo has to come out the game. He's just too gassed. You saw what he was like at the beginning. Werner is there. Tackle. Oh, my God. Werner has just been... Fuck! Guys, come on! It's like the game's just been like, no, you are not going to be able to tackle specifically Timo Werner at all today. I think I've probably gone in for almost double-digit lunges into Timo Werner. None have stuck. I've made tackles on everyone else. Why is Kosh? How is he just walking past the ball like that? Fucking hell. Trying to get into the game. It's just our defense has let us down massive. Tried to get back into the fucking game, and it's just our defense has let us down completely. I just have not been able to tackle Timo Werner at any point in this game. Why specifically him? Why is the tackling just so fucking putrid when it specifically comes to that man? And Manolas just about gets the ball to Kepa there as well. God, I needed that to somehow result in a second to have any hope. 2 minutes of added time. I know it won't mean anything, but I'm just banging this thing forward in the hope that maybe something will happen. No. And the referee will prolong our misery way more than it should have been, even if it's only for a split second. But 3-1 is the end result, and just again, this is my Achilles heel at the moment. Just conceding early goals, and the fact that we conceded two definitely does not help us out enough at all. But we end up going down to 8th place Chelsea, not the strongest Chelsea team at all. We've got to do better. Much, much better in the future. It would also help if my players, when they go in for a tackle, actually fucking won the ball for a change. That'd be nice. Like, normally it's I make the tackle, but I just don't ever get the bounce of the ball and possession. Like, this time it's just they lunge in and just fucking hit air. They get nothing. It was absolutely pathetic. It was one of the worst displays of fucking defending, at least when it comes to reach or just lunging in for it. Like, my God, man, it's right there. How fucking hard is it for you? Apparently it was. I've also got to do a significantly better job of rotation. I mean, it's hard when you've got 3 games to play in less than a week, but we move. At least we get ourselves a solid rest coming up for this Europa League game. And even then, we only played the second team for this one. When you look at the group, we're in. We're into the next round. It's just about whether we finish top of the group or not. And I honestly really don't care all too much. We'll play the second team. We might not win it, but I think we just cop the result. Oh yeah, we got absolutely pumped. But because of the fact we have such a high goal difference, I think we're safe. Yeah, we still finished pretty clear of Rangers with a 8 difference to our goal difference. So yeah, we were always finishing top of that group unless we absolutely got murdered, which thankfully we didn't. We will find out who exactly it is we are going to end up facing in the Europa League knockouts. But for now, we face Liverpool, who are 5th at the moment in the Premier League, currently sitting, on how many points would they be on? It was 34. So they win, they jump us, and there's a good chance we'll probably fall out the top 4. I know Wolves have a game extra on us, but I don't know. I think we might start seeing a bit of a slide if we lose today. Adara Bayo is going to have to go in because, unfortunately, Kosh is actually suspended for this game for, I think, cumulative yellow cards, which is not ideal. So he'll be the only weak link in the team. He definitely didn't have his best game against Chelsea. Well, hopefully he can have a much better performance, as this Liverpool team looks pretty nuts. I mean, the front 3 is the same. The back line, apart from the left back, who is an actual Liverpool player, but he's just filling in for Robertson, who, of course, is playing for Real Madrid now, if you remember. Really, apart from their whole front 3, or what am I saying? Their whole starting 11 is basically full of actual Liverpool players, apart from Toni Kroos, who made a shock move from Real Madrid to Liverpool. I wonder if he was part of the deal. Robertson got Real Madrid, or went to Real Madrid. I wonder if Kroos was part of that deal going to Liverpool. Either way, we move. I think I like my chances significantly more in this game than I do against, or should I say, than I did against Chelsea, just off the fact that our team is now so fresh. Nice and fresh and ready to hopefully tackle another big giant of the Premier League. And again, a win here that if we do manage it, I was talking before about if we lost it, we might start sliding out the top 4. If we win it, we might go as high up as 2nd. But this is a game to not just stay above Liverpool, but stay sort of in contention with Man City at the top, if possible. Let's see if we can do it. Little flick on there. Adara Bayo got the loose ball, but again turns it over. Keita, that block goes right back to Firmino. Keita, that is one of the worst, most fucking frustrating goals I may have ever conceded. I have made 2 great tackles there that have just deflected and bounced right fucking back to them. That is so, when you have something so bullshit happen to you that you can't even really rage, you're just so fucking shocked? I don't believe that. Before, I was dealing with the problem of going in for a tackle and constantly missing the ball. Now I'm winning the ball, but the fucking thing will bounce straight back to Liverpool players anyway. Hell, it was probably even better if I didn't tackle them in the first place, if I knew where it was going to end up. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Anything that this game can do to make sure I concede in the opening 10 minutes. Simicas. Good work, Adara Bayo. No, I need to get fucking rid of this. Okay, well, I'm not even going to be too mad at him because I even thought it was a clean one at the start. I thought he got the ball. He was actually... I don't know what's happened to him. He's had 2 stinkers now. I thought that was a clean ball. I thought he won it. I actually don't know if I should be angry at him or the ref. I really don't know. But he's had a fucking shocker in the game against Chelsea, Adara Bayo, and now he's given away a penalty. Whether it be correct or not, I don't know. But Salah is going to go left. Yes, he will. Zach Steffen with a big save, keeping us in it. But my God, Adara Bayo, get your fucking act together. Seriously. Same goes for you too, ref, because I still don't know if that was a good call or not. Guys, if you want to actually fucking bother to turn it up today, I'm getting all the bouncers go against me. My players won't complete passes. Why am I even bothering? Salah's on side here. Oh, that's a fucking... Yeah, that's... Okay, you know, I've just had my head go there. Seriously. That is all me there, not marking Salah well enough at all. I let him go right past me. But I'm just frustrated by how fucking bullshit this game has been. Yeah, that's what you do with a little bit of focus. Come on, we've gotten a goal back. God, we needed this one. It was the entire Liverpool back four, no support up in front of them at all, and we were just moving it around, had Cousins open, and he, in the end, just blasting this one away. It slices away from Alisson, just beat for power. God, that'll bring up goal number 10 in the Premier League if you don't mind. What a season he's had. Again, brilliant to get the goal back before half time, and just, again, continue to focus. Keep focusing. Oh, that's going to be a free kick. Fair enough. I think I'm going to get a yellow card here for Phillips. Yep, and we have this to deal with. Rodrigo just heading that one away, or clearing that one away. God, I got absolutely... Oh, fuck me, guys. We just can't get rid of the fucking ball, please. Cleared away, got absolutely just crunched in the air. Whoever that was held a Costa that went up for it. And the ball, fall of the ball, I don't know who it went to, but Mane in that space. I'm dragging the player out to God knows what direction. And Zach Steffen beaten at the near post. It is just every episode. Zach Steffen beaten at the near post. I think it's just any goalkeeper in this game that will get beaten at the near post, to be fair. Oh, gosh, dang. That was put right back into the path of Rodrigo. We couldn't make him pay from it. And 3 minutes are now up and it's 3-1 down. And oh, God, I'm going to not rate my chances, honestly, in the second half. Like, seriously, I had a good little 5-10 minutes where I just said nothing and I just focused, played the game and scored. Great. I need to come up with that moment 2 more times in the second. All right, at least we get it back here quickly. Cousins holds up his man. Done brilliantly well there. Try to ball up over the top. What about a volley? Oh, my God, imagine. No, saved by Alisson. Oh, look at this. Straight up the guts. Is Van Dijk going to get in the way of this? Fake shot. Oh, my God. He just gets onto it right before I initiate the fake shot. That is fucking pathetic. Oh, my God. Finally looked like we were going to work something out, and then we just put too much power on the pass and it goes out. Like, I'm not saying shit because I don't want to be that guy, but fuck me, does this game sometimes just, it feels like, no, we're going to serve you up an L. And that is going to, gosh, do it. We're 2 minutes away. Bang. Adarabayo finally makes a tackle today. How good. Oh, Lord. Well, we end up going down again. So we have lost all the games we've played today, and this is not how I foresaw this going. I needed to at least have gotten a few more points than this. I'm sitting in 4th place now with a chance that I'll be outside of the top 4 come maybe our next Premier League game or the game after that. Wolves are now right on my ass. Everton are there too as well. And you got to think, there's a few decent teams that are outside of the top 6 here. Manchester United, for example, who I'm sure will put on a little bit of a fight, and Chelsea. Arsenal are a little further back. Really not good. At least now we have like a whole week worth of a break until the next game here against Newcastle, which it's nice to have a week-long break, but I'm still going to sim the game against Newcastle. We'll play the game against Tottenham for sure. Calvin Phillips is going to be red-carded for this game, so we're going to need to bring somebody else in, and I think I might actually go with... Can Klitsch play at CDM? Nah, not really. Who else have we got? I've got Shackleton that can play CDM. I wonder if Hogg can play CDM. He actually can. Oh, well, no, apparently not, despite the fact it's one of his positions. All right, fine. Let's go with Jamie Shackleton in that position instead. And we thankfully do get the win, despite it apparently possession being relatively even. We had a couple more shots on goal. 3-1 victory for us. And we move over now to the Tottenham game. All right. This is God, Nito. I need a dub here. Seriously, look at my month. That 1-3-1 win against Newcastle is my only win of the month. I know that the Europa League game doesn't particularly matter. The draw against West Ham, God, would have liked to have had a bit more than just a point from that game. And I mean, a loss against either Chelsea or Liverpool, If I'd just gotten one loss, that'd been maybe a bit better, but just like no point, really only 1 point prior to the Newcastle game is not enough. Just not enough when we're going for a Champions League spot. It looked like we were maybe contending possibly for a bloody, Premier League title, and now it's it's escaping us a bit. So need a big turnaround here. Team's fully fit, ready to go, and everyone is available now. That's fantastic. And look at this too. Everyone's ratings just continue to go. I see Puig is now up to an 80 overall. Kosh and Phillips continue to grow. Even Rodrigo in 30 at 83 now. He's grown. Windale has gone up by a bit. Sessegnon hit 80 a while back too. Same with White. I mean, Yedlin and Costa is that right-hand side that's a little bit weaker, even though in-game they don't feel any weaker than the left-hand side with Sessegnon and Windale. So, I don't know. I definitely would look to do a bit more on that right-hand side for sure than anywhere else in the starting 11. But I don't. We've got a bit to do in the transfer window. But I'm thinking more along the lines of getting a backup centre-back, maybe a backup CDM for Phillips, and then we'll look at the right-hand side. I mean, it's great how the team's developing and coming along, but I still think bits to be done to really try to solidify a chance at maybe a title, Champions League for sure, and even to maybe do some stuff in the Europa League as well. Both Liverpool and Chelsea, while top teams, were fairly down the table when we played them, and Spurs are not that at all. Tottenham, who are currently sitting above us now, especially after our little slide, our drop of points. We really need to do a lot better against this lot. I mean, we need to just play at a higher level just in general, considering how we played in the last two, but especially, I think, against this team. Spurs have a very good team. I mean, Davies that's gone in there, Zakaria as well, or Zakaria too. Dembele, who is their replacement for Harry Kane, and Harry Kane has been bloody good as well. I mean, or should I say, Dembele has been bloody good. He's actually second, right behind Rodrigo in the Golden Boot race. How's that got through then? And it's still not there. Thank you. Good block. Gosh, thought we'd dealt with the danger once already, and then I ended up facing a shot I was not expecting. Up over the top here for Rodrigo. He's going to run this down, but Lloris grabs it. Oh my God, that's an amazing result. Yedlin falls the bloody hell over. You are going to the right side, then you cut into the middle, you fucking asshole. One more. Oh, that'll do. That's nice. That's nice. Into the middle. Oh, Puig. I thought he was going to have the space. Set it up pretty well here for this man, Sessegnon. Wow. Wow, how hasn't it? He has to take a bit of an awkward shot, but it's coming back. Looking good. Just not going in, though. Not bad. Cousins. The fake shot will not work. And where was the pass? Oh, my God. Again, I promise you, I'm trying to pass, and it just doesn't feel like the game's going to do anything. I try to block off. Who is this chasing it? Lamella. White with a block. Still ends up in front of him. Still there. Deflected, and just by enough. Oh, again, if that's one of those goals that ends up in, I'm fuming. That is such a great block, though. There's 1 minute of added time. Oh, yeah, it's over by now, surely. Yeah, okay, cool. 0-0 stalemate. Yeah, that was a pretty... a 0-0 is a good way to reflect how that game has gone. I feel like I have maybe not had... apart from the Sessegnon chance, like that should have gone in and they had an opportunity or two. So, but no, neither team really has deserved to lead at this point. Or at the very least, neither team deserves to be ahead of the other. I mean, we both could have had a goal or two. Get onside. Come on, Sessegnon. I'm waiting for you. Will he get there ahead? No. Played back. Awkward for Lloris. What are they doing? They're so brave here. Is he onside? Oh, my God. I think he was. He wasn't. I don't know. Offside. Yeah, it must, yeah, no, that's right. Why was this even a debate? I'm so confused at why that was allowed to go for so long. There's a big gap there. Son. Ref, no. Please don't. I don't think he's going to give the card. Good. Because I didn't even think it was a foul. This one's coming down to the end. Of course it will. That's a clearance that'll actually work pretty well for us. Thank you very much. Hogg. Sessegnon. Won't get through to him, but Sessegnon is still going here. Come on, Sessegnon. Break away. Please don't get caught. I don't think he will. Please finish it. Yes! On the fast break, we've just caught him, and it is a 1-0 lead finally. A goal has been scored. Sean Hogg gets it to him eventually, and just the pace of Sessegnon to run away, blast one by Lloris, and finally, the goal has come after 85 minutes. I thought it never would, but Ryan Sessegnon fires us in front. Oh, when I thought this game was destined to finish 0-0. A much needed 3 points here if we can see it out. God, come on, lads. Where did that come from? 4 minutes of stoppage time we have got left. Defense isn't really back and set there. We were trying to grab a goal to kill it off. Lamptey, I'm fucking not liking this at all, guys. Really not liking this. They've just got every pass available to them right now. Windell with a big one. That is a huge stop right there. And that is going to do it. Oh, big stop. That was a dangerous, very threatening counter-attack toward the end. But we see it out. Good block from Owen Windell. That is all we needed from him. And he runs it out of danger. And we win this game. Ryan Sessegnon is the hero. Thank God for him. Just a fast break, a quick counter from a corner, and we somehow sneak a great goal on the fast break with them all pushed up. And man, that was the only way we were going to get something today because we just could not figure out any other way to score. 86th minute, and we win 3 points. What a robbery. We have absolutely pinched that one, like completely. I think it was almost like both sides were just, fucking that accepted it was going to be a 0-0, but we somehow pulled it off. Well, we're back up now, up into the top two again in second place on goal difference, tied on points with Liverpool and Wolves, and now only a point above Spurs after beating them. And there's a bit of a gap between 5th and 6th, 4 points, not a massive amount, but still though. Man City, they're pretty well clear at the moment. They've been the team on top for a while, but we're just staying in touch. Leicester are the next team we face. They're 12th. It's away. I might maybe do an interactive match sim, jump in if need be. Again, I'll chuck the main team out there, keeping in mind that there are a few players in there that will definitely need to be substituted off in the second half. You look at Cousins, for example, and even maybe Rodrigo. Oh, this is looking good. Oh, yes! Puig now opens the scoring in the 32nd. And I think that is half-time, yes, with less possession, but all the only shots taken in the game, we lead 1-0. And again, big change is going to have to be made. We're going to bring Cousins out the game. Rodrigo, honestly. Bring in Roberts. So we've got to give Rodrigo a rest. And at the end of the game, nothing really else super crazy happened, apart from Puig picking up an injury and us having to take him out, which is frustrating. But at the end of the day, 1-0 victory. Another win again that sees us now tied with Liverpool Spurs. Wolves must have lost their game. They've dropped off a bit, but Man City's still 4 points ahead. That injury is not great either. It's 7 weeks for Puig, so he will be out for, I think, the entirety of January and maybe halfway through February, which I think means I'm going to start playing Hog. Like, really, I'm just going to start him. And one last game in December. Let's just get it out of the way. This one against Bournemouth, 16th. We're at home. The starting 11 is going to be pretty well gassed. Look at that. Man, shit, I don't even think I bother. But with the exception of some of the most tired players in the team, I'm in a quick sim with pretty much like half my first team. Oh boy. And thankfully it doesn't come back to bite me. Windell scores his second ever goal. And what else? We've got a goal in the 29th from Kosh, a rare goal from our centre-back. So our centre-back and our left-back scored our goals. Well, there you go then. Anyway, now we advance ahead to the 1st of January. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a brand new year. 2022, people. Rochdale, our first opponents of it. And even though we won't play or sim or do any of that, we'll leave it for the next episode. We have made it to a new transfer window. There's plenty for us to do, for sure, in the next episode. And we will look to get onto that as we finish up this episode. Next episode, we start making signings, start pushing into the brand new year of 2022. And, see what we can do with this starting 11. Do we enhance the right-hand side? Do we sign some just backup players that we kind of need? I mean, really, we should be able to hopefully keep pushing for that top 4 spot with the team that we have. It's just about strengthening and trying to make sure that we can go for Europa League and maybe FA Cup if we want to have a crack at that as well. With the limited resources we have, we'll see how it all goes, but hey, who knows? We could sell a player, make a bunch of bank. It just depends on who that player would be. A lot of what ifs. We'll find out in the next episode though. Till then, my name's MasterBucks. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Catch you later, and bye-bye.